Hey everyone, and welcome. Every traveler knows that the best souvenirs aren't the things you buy, they're the stories you bring back. But how do you share what that guide in Rome or that new friend you made in Tokyo actually said? Well, today we're going to master reported speech. This is the one tool that turns your travel memories into absolutely amazing stories you can share with pretty much everyone.
You know the feeling, right? You get back from a trip and you're just bursting with stories about the people you met, the amazing advice you got, the funny things you overheard. Honestly, sharing those moments is half the fun of the journey itself. But here's the challenge, right? How do you actually retell those conversations accurately? How do you capture the excitement of what someone told you, but in your own words? Well, believe it or not, the answer is way simpler than you think, and we're going to break it all down right now. Okay, so it all comes down to one simple but really powerful idea. Seriously, forget all those complicated grammar charts for just a second. The main rule, it's all about taking a little trip in a time machine.
So, get this. When we want to report what someone else said, we don't just repeat their words verbatim. No, we do something way cooler.
That's it. That is the golden rule. We take a step back in time. Just imagine hitting a rewind button on reality. Every single verb, every action they described, it just moves one step further into the past. This is the secret key to unlocking reported speech. Look at it like this. Direct speech is the now. It's what's happening in that very moment. But when we report it later, we're talking about then. We are literally shifting the entire timeline back. So the simple rule is this. Present becomes past, and anything that was already in the past, well, it just moves one more step back. So let's fire up this time machine and see exactly how it works on the verbs themselves, because this is where the real magic happens. Let's see it in action. So you've got our friends Elias and Maxim, and they say, we always read online reviews. That's a habit they have right now in the present. So when we report it, we hit that rewind button. The verb read becomes past simple. Now it's spelled the same, but you pronounce it read. They said they always read reviews. See that? The present fact just got nudged into the past.
And here's Asel. She's hard at work. Right now, she says, I am writing a book. It's an action in progress. To report it, we just take that step back. Am writing becomes was writing. She told us she was writing a book. It's kind of like a photo of the action that's just started to fade a tiny bit, moving it into the past.
So what about actions that are already completed? Our awesome explorer Marl, she proudly says, I have visited all regions of Kazakhstan. This connects her past travels to right now. So when we report this, we take that one step back. Have visited becomes had visited. She said she had visited all regions. It's like her amazing achievement gets another layer of historical dust on it. So what happens when something is already in the past? Let's say Amira says, I visited 10 different countries. That's simple past. Well, our time machine still needs to take one more step back. So past simple also becomes past perfect. She said she had visited 10 countries. Think of it like watching an event on a train that's already moving away, and it just gets even further into the distance. And get this even works for future plans. Imagine a group of tourists saying, we will visit China. When we report their plan later on, that future moment has also moved into the past from our perspective. So will just transforms into would. They said they would visit China. It's a future plan, but we're seeing it from a past point of view. Cool, right? Okay, we've got the whole time travel thing down. Now let's tackle a classic point of confusion, the difference between said and told. Honestly, it's actually really simple, and it's kind of fun when you think about it. Think of it this way. Said is like an echo in the mountains. You just shout something into the world, not to anyone in particular. He said he was hungry. But told is like passing a ball. You have to have a receiver. You have to tell someone. He told me he was hungry. You see? You have to say who you told. Here's a perfect example. The tourists are just making a general statement. Who are they talking to? We don't know. It's just like that echo in the mountains. So we use said. The tourists said. It's that simple. But here, Asel is talking directly to us. We are catching the pass. So the only verb that works here is told. Asel told us. You can't say Asel said us. It just doesn't work. So remember, told always needs a receiver.
All right, so we have traveled through time with verbs, and we have cracked the code of said versus told. But, knowing the theory is one thing. Now it is time to make this skill your own.
So why did we go through all of this? Because mastering reported speech literally transforms your storytelling. You can share conversations accurately, you can understand other people's stories better, and you sound so much more fluent. It's the difference between telling a good story and telling a truly great one.
Just like the book says, it's time to activate. All this knowledge is just potential until you actually put it into practice. The absolute best way to learn is by doing.
So here is your final mission. I want you to think about your last trip. Who did you talk to? What did they tell you? Maybe a guide told you a really surprising fact, or a local told you where to find the best food. Try it out. What did they say? The very next story you tell could be your best one yet.